How's it going, everybody? My name is Azabiel, and I'm the Guild Master of the Guild of Legends, located in the heart of the multiverse. And we are back in Minecraft on the HiVECORE server to do some building. Last time we were in, we had finished a little bit of finished the bridge we were working on, and then started gathering some materials for a future build. That is something that I think will come later. As I mentioned in the title of this here stream, we are building a walkway, not the walkway for this path, though I think I would like to maybe make a paved path out of this eventually. Um, but no, today we are working on a different walkway. We are working on the walkway that will lead up what I am calling Askuraan's Rise. That is the hill that the Spire of Askuraan is built atop. And also, what are you doing here, bud? Also, the hill next to my house, next to our spawn location over there. And it is the hill that serves as the basis for Galaxy Jam, which is home right next door. Of course, the spire was something that I had done a while ago, and ever since I've been meaning to build a walkway up to it, a set of stairs and such that will take you up to the spire, because right now, as you can see, it's just a bunch of jittery jumping up the hill. So I'm thinking there's going to be elements of stairway, and then it might curve around, like it might go stairway down to here, curve around this way, and then curve back out over here, going to the path right here. Now, I don't know exactly how I want to lay this out, so I might see if we can grab some spare materials, something cheap and easily quickly torn down, so that I can kind of plot the course, more or less, and go from there. I'm curious if this is something that is actively been worked on week by week, or if this is just a bunch of work that happened all at once. Because I clearly there's been some work that's happened here, a fair amount of work, but I'm not sure when it all occurred. It all kind of was just there the last time I hopped on. But you know what? In here, got some materials that might serve as just a quick way to plot out our course. And I suspect I'm probably going to need a fair amount to actually figure out where I'm going with things. So I'm going to borrow this wool. I say borrow and I mean it. I'm going to put it back when I'm done. But I just want something that I can place down and pick up relatively quickly that won't blend in with the terrain, so it'll be easy to tell what needs to go when I get to that point. You can see the bridge that we finished last time, almost 1-to-1, the same as the bridge that was made by Rigel of the Nova Swarm team. Ow. You jerk. Wow. That was... I just I just got a trident. I'm pretty sure the drop for those is kind of rare, so I'm just gonna store it in here. This is where my stuff goes. My personal stuff. My stuff that nobody else gets to take. Um, Go ahead and get a bit of a rest in so that I don't have to deal with stuff spawning, and so that we can have daylight to work with. What did I just come here for? Oh yeah, I came to offload all my trash. And I don't need my maps right now, so I'm gonna put them away. I feel like, hold on. There we go. I placed that one wrong for some reason. Um, okay, so what I have to determine is where I want the stairs to start and roughly the path that they're gonna take. I figure I do the stairs themselves too wide, and then have the path here lead right to them. Um, I think I'll do a 4 wide construction overall, but I think I would do like so. Um, Actually, do I want to have, yeah, immediately into the steps, and we'll just, I'm kind of torn because like I would like to follow the natural terrain as much as possible. Um, And I feel like if I go from here, just going upwards to do steps, I might meet up with the ground up top pretty closely to how it's naturally formed here. So I'm not 100% sure on that. It's a rough estimate, I suppose. But I do think maybe we come up here. We start from up here, I think, is going to be the way to go. So shoot, maybe I gotta make the stairs 3 wide. Now, you know what? I can make the second part of the stairs 3 wide. You don't want to be here. Um, so like from here down to there, basically, is like I do one up, one up, one up, and there's gap, one up, gap. So here's roughly what I'm thinking. I'm gonna cut into the natural terrain a bit in doing this. So this section will be like actually 5 wide. Um, but the bit that comes before it will only be 4 wide. That was more of a mess than I wanted. Now, by doing it the way that I am, means that I'm cutting through more of the natural terrain than I originally planned on. But I think it'll meet with the I think once I get roughly down here, like I think it'll work out. Like it won't be that big of a deal. Because like I'm gonna go there, Go there. Go there. It's gonna be those. This can go. It's gonna be all those, which means all this can go. Let's get rid of these just to make sure I'm not confusing myself. This stuff I can all cut out pretty willy-nilly without having to worry about whether or not it's stuff that I need to keep. So I can pretty plainly tell. Now, what I'm going to have to determine is if I want... what I want to do with stuff on the sides. Like, obviously, if it's 5 wide, I'm going to get rid of that stuff initially. But then, like, because it goes out for a while, like, I'm cutting through the hills themselves a little bit. So am I going to level all of that off? Or am I going to maintain a bit of a wall? And my initial thinking is that maybe I will maintain a bit of a wall, but I might replace it with the materials that I'm using to craft instead of leaving the natural dirt. So I brought all this wool. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to use it, because I think it'll be useful, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to need it. Okay, so see, there we go. That should be the end of my cutting for the upper stage here. And, you know, assuming that these yellow blocks are stairs, this will be a smooth incline. No jumping necessary, no weirdness with anything like that. Didn't mean to put that one there. And we can just continue this all the way down until we get to the part because we're aiming to get down there roughly, and that's where we're going to shift it into a walkway. That will then continue on from that point. There we go. Okay, so I was slightly off in my estimate. But this is kind of how it'll go. No more cutting of, or no more digging really necessary, as it's just a descent from this point. I'm going to fill in some of this. And then for these bits where I'm leaving blocks floating, obviously, I say obviously, but maybe it's not obvious. I don't know. But it is generally my preference to not leave stuff just floating in space. I like to have it kind of level out. Or level out. What am I talking about? I prefer to have like actual structure beneath things. I think it looks better in the long run. So that is something definitely that I will be doing in the final build. But for now, we're still in sort of the planning phase. I think this might be... kind of imagining, I slightly pictured this being kind of where I veered off, but I might... No, that might still be. In which case, I'll just have to dig some more here. Because otherwise I would be veering off here over nothing. I would rather veer to the side, you know, curve it to the side down here, but let's see, it'd be there, 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 which means I would do it about there. However, if I do have it come out to a walkway that comes out to here, and then have some steps that go down, and then another walkway that goes over, that might be the way to go. Like, and by that I mean I'll just do it a single block wide, and I'll do it from up here so I can more easily configure things. Actually, if that's stair, then this isn't. But maybe this is just walkway down. Maybe this is fine. So I would come out, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 15. What do we do it this way? Do it 14 so that it is a span of 10 with a stair there, and the stairs that we attach to will start roughly here, which means there is a walkway of 10 before we actually get to stairs. So that'll mean like 2 on the sides being not stairs themselves, but being parts of the walkway, and then the stairs actually starting right there. So then I would have this come down. I think it... No, you know what? As much as I like how this is kind of shaping up, I do think... Alright, I have this sorted out. I do think I need to take the stairs, the initial stairs lower first. Because I'm mainly thinking about how steep the how steep it would suddenly be. Like, I would have to bring the stairs down and then curve and then bring more stairs down, when initially I was wanting this to kind of come up to a point, maybe... Shoot, I don't even know. So I think I would want to come up with this a bit before this turns into like a walkway. We got lightning, and I'm building with wool right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep so I don't have this whole thing get struck and catch on fire. We have lightning rods everywhere, but just to be sure we're not messing anything up, you know? All right. Back to business. So, shoot, honestly, maybe... I don't know. I think the stairs starting here is going to be the best way to go. 'Cause I was thinking maybe have the actual stairs start further into the hill, but I don't think there's a good option for that. So, stairs come up maybe this high. Let's see, what are we dealing with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we'll, because I like the numbers. Stairs come up this way. Walkway begins. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm really being very cavalier with accidentally placing down these little blocks. So at the end of that 10, that brings us to about here. Stairs can continue up. And here's the thing. If the stairs are attaching here, then I would need those steps and that walkway to come all the way down to this level, which is definitely not what I was wanting to do. But we're gonna give it a look here and see what we can see from up here. Because I was originally planning path goes out from here, the stairs go down, walkway, stairs go down. If I make a landing here and then stairs go down this way, starting right from there, though, then yeah, there might be something to that. Let's see. So stairs, 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 stairs. If this is platform, landing would be about 3. Actual platform would be like 5 by 5. No. It's going to be 4 by 4. Let's see here. So that would be there. Because these 3 are stairs. These 2 are not. Come on, buddy. I know you want to fight. Maybe you don't. I know I don't want to deal with you, but we're going to have to. No, there we go. So let's see. How does... shit. How does this go? It should be... I know it should be 5 by 5. Because if stairs attach right here, why not get rid of that? Because that would be there. The stairs, stairs, not stairs. Let's throw that back there. Because maybe being able to see just the stairs and the platform will make a difference. I should have brought some other colors. This would have made this easier to recognize what I'm looking at. If it was just the stairs, then the landing being 3 by 3 would make sense. But because the stairs are 5 wide, feels like the landing should be 5 wide. If the landing is 5 wide, If the stairs are if the walk stairway is 5 wide, landing is 5 wide. Uh, landing then needs to be a 5 by 5 out here. Well is over here. So you got walkway, you got walkway. Ends up being here. The there we go. Okay. Okay, I can visualize what I'm talking about, what I'm doing now. I don't know why I struggled so much with that. Like I knew it had to be 5 by 5 because the walkway was 5 wide, but I was just struggling to make sense of it in my mind. What's up, bud? I don't know if he was picked up on the mic. I'm sure it was. It was my cat, who you probably just heard. Now, this is going to be an interesting situation because this is going to be a shift between a walkway that is going to be 5 wide to one that is 4 wide. So instead of this, it's actually going to be 5 on this plane, 4 on this plane. So it's going to look a little funky, a little strange. But I think doing the stairs there first works better. I am glad I am doing this with wool first, because if I was doing this with the stone blocks that I'm going to be making, that I'm going to be using, it would be so much more of a hassle, I imagine. So this path will continue to a point, but I'm going to need to finish this first. I just need to know. Yeah. So, okay, so this is the land. Because it can't not be the landing. So I need it 5 on that axis and then 4 on that. Hold on. That doesn't count. And that's where my issue is right at this particular moment. There we go. So it's 5 this way so that the stairs coming down match in the center, and then it's 4 this way so that the stairs that'll be coming off of this match those stairs. And the stairs coming off of this will have to be started down here like so. So we're going to have to maybe instead of digging out more of this, what we do is we just make this slightly taller. Instead of having that height of 10 blocks or whatever, we make it slightly taller so it'll mesh with the walkway coming in a little bit more easily. We'll just use this as kind of our... I'm actually gonna take these off. Because what I'll probably do is I will probably Probably going to fill in a lot of what's under the stairs with matching stonework. And then I'll just do that here as well. Actually, you know what? We can do it that way. That works fine, I think. And then this will basically just come out like so. Go for a ways before it eventually will meet with the stairs. Like so. So that is kind of the structure, I think. This is the best way to do it. I don't think there is any better way it could be done. Now, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these blocks later on or now. Either now or later, so I'm just gonna dig them out now. Because might as well. And maybe I'll just kind of match some aspects of the bridge's architecture in like its use of the different blocks and such, because I think that works pretty well. I think it was pretty well designed, visually speaking. Well, functionally speaking, too. It's a good bridge. But I think matching that will look good for what we end up doing for this as well. So just kind of bring the dirt here out a little bit to match this, where the stairs are going to start. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to have a landing up here too, so... I'll probably just do this. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do said landing, but I think that amount of space is going to cover kind of how I would normally do this sort of thing. That creeper keeps moving this way, that's going to be a real problem. You don't want to be surprised by a creeper creeping, but I mean, that's how they get you. Oh, what? No, no. No, I can't have done this wrong. Oh, that means I have to either shift everything up here over one, or I'd have to shift everything else back one. Well, not everything else. Like, everything up to the walkway there would have to go back one. And that... don't want to do. I think bringing forward the stairs is going to be an easier fix. Just means I'm going to have to destroy all these. So we're just gonna... I probably don't even need to put the wool back in. I could probably just tear out the wool and then leave it empty, but I don't want to leave room for further error from me forgetting something like that. I am constantly afraid that that creeper that I saw up top is going to show up and ruin everything, as they do. But I think we're good for now. What I'm probably going to do is use the dirt that I've dug up to fill in a lot of the gaps that are being created by me fixing the spacing issue that I caused. And we're just going to have to see how it goes, because we dug up a fair amount of dirt, so we should have plenty to work with. And it shouldn't be too hard to get in there and patch it up. That is annoying. Oh, how skeletons are annoying in this game. It's not that bad. Uh, 40 minutes in and I barely figured out what I'm doing. I got what I'm doing figured out. It's just... now we're dealing with a problem that shouldn't have been here in the first place. But these things happen. Yeah, so if this is pushing back about a block, we'll kind of bring up the dirt around it as well, because we want that stuff to match what we were originally planning instead of what this shifted to being. All right, so you know, I did say that I was going to probably come around and start filling this in a little bit, so let's see how easily I can make that happen. I got quick and slipped up because I wanted to try to avoid this guy, but hey, we dealt with him in the end, one way or the other. So just start doing this all the way down to wherever the initial slip up happened. And then we'll just kind of do the same thing on the other side for the remaining blocks. Yeah, I think we will just kind of fill in all the way here. Even though some of this wasn't our doing, it was just kind of the way the ground naturally went. But since we are down here, figure might as well save ourselves some work down the line. Missed that one. Just the one. And because of the way that we did the other side, with the exception of that one that we just filled in a second ago, these are all going to be just 2 blocks, one on the inside and one on the outside. I'm filling this in now, and I don't know if, whoops, I don't know if these blocks are going to stay filled in or if they're going to be replaced. Also, kind of revisiting that idea of just leveling out these sections. And I think that's going to be the way to make it look best. As long as we're not, like, exposing stone, because you usually don't see stone on the surface. If we do expose stone, we'll just cover it up, I think. Like these couple of examples here. We'll just doop doop doop, like so. And then all this will go. Fill it in. There we go. I think that works. I think that's going to be the best way to do it, and it's going to look all right. Just make sure to take care of everything all the way down. And before too long, I'm going to have to go and get my shovel repaired, because that's starting to run low on durability. I don't want to run it out. That would be unfortunate. It's a good shovel. It served me well. And it's all enchanted and whatnot, so I don't want to lose that. We'll just do that. Shoot, I'm gonna level out this too. All this way. I suppose the answer is yes, because I'm doing it. Or at least just for now, I will clear that out. I don't know if I'm going to level this spot out as well. I could, and it wouldn't really be much of an issue. I just don't know yet if it's necessary. See, because clearing out that stuff, that doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look all that different from what it was. So I think we'll just go fish up some materials and start putting in the actual stairs. I don't need to clear out all that. That'll be taken care of kind of naturally. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to match this a little bit. Like the landings, walkways, make them out of the bricks. Probably use brick walls. And then do the polished blocks as well. And then like the polished walls for light posts. I think that'll be good. I think it'll work out really well. In the meantime, let's go ahead and go stow our excess materials. We don't need to haul around all this dirt. I have one of the songs from the new Sonic game stuck in my head. I haven't even played the game. I've just listened to the soundtrack because it's kind of good, man. Like, and I say kind of like it's pretty dang good. Sonic games always have a good soundtrack, though. It's like a buddy of mine saying to me when we were talking about it, like they always nail it on the soundtracks. Even if it's not every track, you know, at least you know, they've got the good like boss music pretty much every time ever since like I don't know, Sonic Adventure. I mean, I the music in the Sonic games has always been good ever since, you know, even before then, but like Sonic Adventure really kind of gave them the identity of how their music could be, right? Like it's got what's the phrase? Butt rock, I think is a term I've heard. Definitely heard through some YouTubers and stuff, but I think I've heard other people use that term as well. But then they shifted from that to like I don't know, maybe it happened in I don't know which game started it, but at the very least, like uh, which one had Infinite? That one I think might have been the start of the trend of that kind of music, which is pretty good. I quite like it. I am a fan. Got a lot of dirt and cobblestone in here. Ooh boy. What are you gonna do with all this? Make a whole dang castle. Excuse me, are you deep slate? Oh, you sure are. I'm gonna steal you. Because I'm taking all the deep slate we got. Not really. I'm taking a fair amount of it. I don't know. Don't know how much I'm actually gonna need. I think the polished deep slate is going to serve as like the uh, side aspects of the walkway, and then shoot, I can't really do stair stepped walls, so I might need to do this. Like walls will work on the landings, but they won't work on the stairs themselves. Hold on. You're cobbled. We don't want cobbled around here. We want polished. So I'm going to go ahead and start laying the... I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think that's the way to do it. Because let's take one last look over here. On the stairs themselves, they have the block next to it and then the one above it. So I think that's the way to go here as well. I absolutely have no idea if we're gonna have enough deep slate with what's currently here, because we are gonna be using a fair amount for this. Like just like the bridge. Like the bridge took a bunch. Fortunately, I already had plenty stockpiled, and then there was even more stockpiled in the storage building there. But yeah, so I'll do it one side at a time. I'll just do one side, get that all the way, and then do the other side. This is going to be the most convenient way of doing it. So the long walkways and the landings will have actual rails via like so. And the sides will just be more polished. whereas the actual walkway here will be like bricks. So you know what? Let's go ahead and just do this, because we can at least do this part since we have the 10 bricks. We're going to have to cut more of the stonework as we go along. But we can at least get that section put in, just to kind of see how it's going to shape up. While we're down here, we'll just get rid of some of these excess wool blocks that were used just to do the stair stepping. And I am kind of torn. I don't know if I want to do for the foundations. I don't know if I want to do. I said I wasn't going to do it this way, but I'm gonna do this side up to that walkway, just so we can have a section of it before we even get the rest in. We can have a section and see how it's looking. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and get some stairs as well. I just want to do that so I could do this. You know, I think I am going to do different lamps, or I might do them slightly differently. Instead of having them overhanging the walkway, because we didn't have, because like the bridge is 5 wide, and with it being 5 wide, there is plenty of room for the lamps. Because right now the lamps are directly overhead. Like if we look third person here, lamps are right overhead. Just enough room to walk under them, right? But we've also got this space of 3 in between, so you don't feel crowded. Now on the bridge, we've only got a space of 2, and so you'd literally be walking underneath 2 lamps every 5 spaces or so. And I'm not super into that. So we might do lamps slightly differently. And I'm thinking lamps on the stairs, have them curved outward to where they're, or not outward away from the stairs, although that could work. What I initially thought was having them facing that direction. So like the post would be here, the lamp would curve up and overhang this block. That's what I thought. And that might be what I do. But that remains to be seen for the moment. We'll kind of experiment with it and we'll see. Otherwise, what I will do is what I did over at Atlan Grove, where we've got a different sort of light post. But I might use the same materials, just in the style of the Atlan Grove lights. And I think with this, we'll actually... I don't have the blocks to do it. What I was going to say is I'll actually do... a little landing down here, which I would probably actually do more like take you up like that much space. Actually, I'm gonna do it like that. Because what this is gonna be then is gonna be like this. actually don't think we need to go this far over with it, because I remembered this is actually going to be like so. So walkway will convert into deep slate bricks, and then that'll be how how that landing works. When I was cutting the stairs, I should have cut some bricks as well. But we're going to finish this up, and we're going to see how it looks so far once we get a little bit of the pathway. We get the initial set of stairs, and then the landing at the base. We'll just finish this part first. And I am going to see if using shears makes breaking wool faster, because if that's the case, then I'm going to switch to doing that. But I started without it because I didn't think anything did make cutting wool faster, but that was entirely just a guess. So let's go ahead and go grab some shears and see if that makes our process any better. Grab some shears, cut some bricks, and see how we're feeling out. See how we're looking. Because I know shears works wonders on cutting down webs, but I know I'm going to need more stairs, so I'm going to grab more stairs. And I know I'm going to need more brick walls, so we'll do a stack of brick wall. I'm definitely going to need to grab more deep slate. I just don't know what specifically will be needed. Yeah. We've got this little walkway up here, converts into... or you got these stairs, converts into this walkway. It is a narrow path, but, you know, it's not meant to be some grand... broad thing for this section. That part is going to be a little bit more grand feeling, I think. That's certainly cutting faster, isn't it? Ah, now you know what I hadn't considered is this element of the hill, which I might artificially bring the incline back. And I think that'll be acceptable. But this thing's durability is super low, and I don't want to risk it too much further, so we're going to jump over to Nova Swarm. I normally wouldn't do this on stream. We're going to jump over to the Nova Swarm. We're going to try to fix the shovel, at least. Get that patched up so that we can continue, because we do have a little bit of digging. All of our other tools are fine. It's just our shovel's getting low and we still need it. So we're going to spend at most maybe 5 or 10 minutes, if that, you know. I can't think of off the top of my head how long it usually takes, but we're gonna try to make it quick. Okay, so also using this as a reference, I feel like that might have been an error, but it's done on this side as well. I feel like just with how these are going, these blocks should be polished as well, but they're not. But yeah, with the supports being done with bricks, we'll probably use bricks for the supports on the walkway as well. I do kind of wish, instead of making it as narrow as I did, I went with the full bridge width, but I also know that that would make a lot more trouble with material usage. Like, it would take a lot more material to do that. So I think generally I'm fine with ice biome. Oh, I know what the ice biome refers to. That's where we were farming ice for the racetrack. That's to the north of Nova Swarm HQ, I believe. It's also a path that I went to once upon a time while trying to get materials for a sea lamp. Sea lantern? I think it's a sea lantern. All right, we're gonna jump on through here and swing on around and go up to their situation up top. Go to their mob farm and take care of our shovel so it doesn't break. The shovel breaking would be unfortunate. You know, I'd be really tempted to use nether quartz for the walkway up Askeraon's Rise, but I feel like it just wouldn't match. Right? Everything, like nothing else in that situation uses nether quartz, so be a bit out of nowhere. Hey, John plays in the chat. How's it going? We are just taking a minute here to patch up some equipment before we continue on with what we were working on building. It shouldn't take us too long, depending on how quickly this spawner wants to work with us. And thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. The shovel's got a relatively low durability, so this should go pretty quick. Again, not the kind of thing I would normally do on stream, but due to the necessity of the shovel, it's kind of necessary to do this now. Or maybe we'll just get it up to like the halfway point. I think that'd be more than enough. If this thing will give us any more spawns. How are they doing on storage space here? Oh, they got plenty of room still. Just a little bit more here. We're gonna have to make some lanterns as well. Is this skyblock? No, this isn't skyblock, but we've just got some people who really know the game well enough to make a lot of good stuff on this server. This is a fully vanilla server, actually. Nothing special. Well, nothing special beyond what incredible things that some of our buddies on the server have made. Some of these guys are wizards with Minecraft. Alright, you know what? We're gonna call this good. This is enough durability. Wrong side. Are you one of them? One of them, one of who? One of the ones that makes incredible things, people who are really talented and know what they're doing. Not quite as much. I kind of bumble around a little bit, but I have a decent understanding of Minecraft. Not super in depth, but I know enough to keep me going and keep it interesting a little bit. I mostly just work on stuff that looks nice to some degree. Less so about knowing the ins and outs of all the different game mechanics and how you can exploit them to get all kinds of resources and stuff like that. The ones who are the real whizzes on this server are Nova Swarm. who you would actually be able to find linked in my About page on Twitch. Those guys are super awesome. I believe one of them right now is actually playing, shoot, what was it? I don't remember offhand. Oh, it was Cadence of Hyrule, which is a game that looks really cool, but not something that I've ever touched myself. But yeah, we had I think 9 people on this server, and just kind of jumping in now and then. A bunch of different VTubers and such that all play on their own schedules. Lately, Minecraft has gotten a bit slower over the last few months, I would say, but we've got some stuff in the works, and I'm sure people are planning things. We've still got some large scale builds in the works, like our tavern here, little boat racetrack over there. Stacked. We are pretty well loaded up on materials and stuff. Again, Nova Swarm really set up our server. Those guys are absolutely just they're sorcerers. They're wizards. They are incredibly capable. Have an in-depth understanding of the game and are willing to put in the patience to actually make stuff that works. Whereas, I just try to make things look nice. And even then, I haven't even furnished my house. So what have you guys killed the dragon? I don't know. I don't think anyone has killed the dragon. We are well more than equipped for doing so. I think it's just something that we haven't gotten around to because there hasn't been much point to doing it for our crew. We've been doing everything else. We got a bunch of people hit it up with netherite gear and stuff like that. I am only using diamonds just because I don't want to put in the effort of getting netherite, but no, I think we're well more than equipped to take on the dragon or the wither, but we just haven't done it. Wait, what version do you play? This is the current build of the Java version. I think Java and Bedrock are both kept up to date with each other these days, but we are playing Java. So if we wanted to set it up with mods, we'll do it pretty easily. But we've also got a bunch of people who are newer to Minecraft and stuff like that. So I think we wanted to go. Yeah, there absolutely is Warden. We haven't really done anything with it, to my knowledge. Again, just another one of those things, like, there's not really much reason to interact with the Warden, especially, because the Warden, and the Dragon, they're just kind of there for... If you kill them, they're there for bragging rights. If you don't kill them, they're just there to exist. They don't really serve much of a purpose. The Wither, at least, gives you Wither... I'm pretty sure the Wither gives you some sort of drop. I don't remember offhand what it is, but... I was actually talking about that last time I was playing Minecraft. I was kind of... No, it wasn't when I was playing Minecraft. It was when I was playing Satisfactory. I was talking about how there's not a lot of objectives built into Minecraft, like there is in the game Satisfactory. But yeah, the dragon really doesn't have a role besides doing a credit roll. The Warden is definitely going to one-hit or two-hit you guys, even with netherite armor. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people put together ways of taking on the warden, but again, it's there to be an obstacle, not an actual boss. So, um, you know, and that way, I guess the warden serves a purpose, but can't be said. I can't say the same so much about the dragon and such. Mods making it better. Man, you're telling me. I actually have I ran a weekly Minecraft Monday stream with some buddies, not from the HiVECORE group. That we were playing a pretty heavily modded version of Minecraft. Um, just all kinds of stuff in that server for the time. Have a good one, man. All right, we're gonna go ahead and build up these stairs to the second landing. And let's go ahead and let's actually build out the landing itself. I gotta remember to use my shears. So there we go. I need to take a second to remind myself how this layout works. Whoops. So that's going to be stairs, which means this will actually come up to here. There. And these... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I see where I am now. And those are the non-stairs. We'll go ahead and put in the walls where they belong. Swing under here, pick up all the dropped stuff. And we're going to start cutting down some of this too. You know what? We can just take care of all this. Alright, and this is the segment where this landing is the segment where the stairs are actually going to change. Going from a 2-wide section to a 3-wide section. Make sure we got rid of all the stuff down here. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of fill this in with deep slate at some point. Some point being like maybe once I'm finished with the rest of the walkway, not some point like in the distant future of 20XX when robots have taken over the world. Nothing like that. All right, and then this is gonna be... Oh, why'd I do that? That puts me in a weird spot. Like, game speaking, not emotionally or anything. That was supposed to be funny. In my head, it was... I don't know. I'm babbling like a fool. I think that's going to need that. Otherwise, it won't make sense none. All right. And then just so I can kind of see what I'm dealing with, I'm going to put in the stairs. We're actually going to make sure to remember to actually do the stairs here, because I was about to continue on without doing this part. All right, stairs, stairs. We're out of stairs. No, we're not. All right, and then that means the rest of this is going to be bricks. Hold on. This doesn't add up. What have I done? Have I done something wrong again? Please tell me I didn't do this wrong. This is why I should have used different colors. Why didn't I finish these? So the only part that I can continue at this point, and it's an easy fix. So stairs should start right there. That's not what's happening. Which means I would need to pull all this back another block, which I can do. And I'm going to have to because I don't want to... Hold on. No. Nope, this is how this has to be. This is how this has to be because it's how I did it here. This gives you a 2 by 3 plus a step here. And that was not on purpose. But what it does do is it keeps the edges consistent. As you can see, if the stairs started here, then there would be a sudden jump up too, and I don't like the idea of that jumping up too, which means this is the way it has to be. And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it looked off. And technically, in one sense, it was off. But it works fine. So we're okay with it. Now, I'm out of polished blocks. So I'm going to do another stack of polished blocks, and that might be all the polished blocks that I need. I was tempted to do a polished block on the corners as well. It's like on the edges of the walkway you have them. It's just the outside corners where you don't. So I think I'm going to change that. And I'm going to add polished blocks to the edges of the corners. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a full stack polished deep slate. We're going to sleep. And when we wake, we will continue on our journey. So, let's get back into it. Yeah. Now, already, right, like, you have the visual of the stairs, which I think they look fine. They look kind of imposing, as they should for ascending the Askuraan Rise. For ascending Askuraan's Rise. They match the style of other constructions using similar materials, which I think is good. There we go. We got the corners being done that way now. And they also match the style of the Spire of Askuraan as well. All right, so I don't think I want these here. I think I want bricks. And maybe I'll just have this go all the way up to the spire itself, because it actually meshes with the width of the circle. And you know, maybe I will kind of break up the walkway itself. I think, no, you know, the walkway is going to be fine. The walkway is going to be pristine. I think it is the nature of the spire that leads to this ruinous ground. I'm tempted to also, instead of doing lamps, do something like this. But again, I think the Soulfire braziers are a part of the nature of the spire, not something that would be a part of the ascent. Even though it would solve my issue of hanging lamps being too close to the walkway. I'm really going to hope that this stack is enough, but it's really not looking like it, considering I'm already out. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 more. Need 16 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32. So 96. I'm actually going to make a note of this. Uh, 96 stairs. 16 polished. I'm good on walls and stuff, because I don't think we need the walls up here. Up here, this is, you know, this is nature. Can't handle nature. What are you doing? Get out. So I'm going to need 96 stairs, and I have 54. So that means I need 42 more. And because I have enough for some of this, I'm going to start... I'll probably cut out all the wool, actually. And so this way that I'm doing this is probably less than ideal, since I'm going to have to go back up again anyway. But we'll just do it like so. This way I can walk up smoothly, and then I can take care of the wool. I'll have to see where... Whoops. I'll have to see where we've got enough deep slate for this. I know there was still more in the storage building, so I'm going to see if there's enough there. I think there should be. If not, then I'll have to find another source. I'm not going to go ahead and... I'm not going to go and punch all the rest of that manually, so I'm just going to go get my other shears. And then we'll see where we go from there. The lamps are something I'm going to have to figure out. Because if we're doing lamps, then I'm going to have to figure out how to do them on the walkways, because having them all go... I don't know, I guess I could have them all go backwards in relation to the stairs that you're ascending, and that would probably be fine, or I could have them go the other way. But I think having them go towards the stairs would look best. How'd I get a grass? I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, I probably got it with the shears, huh? Gravel. We're going there. We're gonna go return all the wool. It's not all the wool. We'll grab the rest before we return it. Now, you know what? We're gonna have to go and, we're gonna have to go and get more deep slate anyway. So we'll go return it for now. And just... I had turned it off view bobbing previously because I was using a map, and sprinting with a map, or even just walking with a map, when it's in your offhand and becomes smaller, is kind of a pain to actually see where you're going. So, oh, we've got polished, but we don't have any of the raw stuff anymore, so I'm gonna have to find another source to make my complete sentence. What the heck am I trying to say? To make my stairs. To make my stairs. That was truly a struggle. Actually, it occurs to me I'm going to need some more of that polished deep slate. And so we're just going to take a whole stack. We'll return anything we don't use anyway. Maybe we got some creeping around in here. Ah. And so someone built this holiday tree with all the adornments and boxes underneath, and once people were talking about it, like someone had just seen it for the first time in the last few months or something, and the person they were talking to made it sound like they had some sort of like actual like holiday event for the crew that person the person asking about it wasn't there for, which is a shame. But also, if there was something that was done, I also wasn't there for it. So I'm, if nothing else, very curious about what might have gone down. Yeah, so let's... I'm gonna go ahead and dig this out. We got enough shovel for this, so we're fine. And we'll just fill in the edges with the polished deep slate. I am gonna do it around the corners like that instead of just how I had it. Now, the only thing left for for bricks then is to go here. Ah, two placements that I didn't mean to put there. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. I need 29 more bricks and a bunch of stairs. 42 more stairs. All right. Oh, again. So that is all of our stairs, most of the way there. We'll just have to see if maybe Nova Swarm has some at their HQ. Occasionally feel like I am taking stuff that I shouldn't be when I go look at their stuff, but anything I've ever taken, it's been stuff that's easily renewable, like the deep slate. And they've said several times, deep slate we have in abundance, so I've never been too worried about that. Oh, you actually got me, you sneaky bastard. Why did I stop running? So we'll put this yellow wool back. We'll put these polished blocks back, because I don't think we're going to use them for anything else on this build. Yellow wool. Polished blocks. I'm going to keep the polished wall blocks for now because we might end up using those on our lantern situation. Deep slate tile stairs. We aren't using tile stairs. Hello. Don't want to tangle with you right now. Alright, so we'll just swing on by Nova Swarm HQ and see if we can borrow any deep slate. If not, we're going to have to acquire some the hard way. Which isn't really much of a hard way at all. It's just a way that involves slightly more work. Allow me but a moment. All right, I apologize for that brief pause in the action, but we are getting back into it here. Um, just need to see about deep slate. Like, this is a clear example that deep slate is something we have a lot of, but this is also why uh, we don't have as much of it as we could. It is often one of the first things to be used, I think, when building something new. That's what seems to be the case anyway with these guys, and I've pretty much only used it for a couple of my builds. One of which was matching the style that was established by one of these guys. Um, the other was just because we had it in abundance and it looked good, so it's what I ended up using. Now, I'm gonna check in here real quick, see if they got like a deep slate section. They got deep slate section. We don't actually need this many. I believe 42. 42 is what I needed. Now if we got some extra bricks though, or unrefined deep slate, do not appear to have. What's this? Basalt. Not what I'm looking for. Tough. Who's ever wanted tough? What's tough even used for? What even is tough? I need to ask Neffeltanen about that. She knows rocks, minerals, that sort of thing. I've got all the stairs I'm going to need, so everything else now is going to be for the foundations and for however I do my lighting. And I'm really struggling on making a call on how I want to do the lighting. I could do a light post that's just got hey, look at what we've got here. Exactly what we need. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take it all. Make sure I didn't grab. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna take it all, and again, we will return whatever we don't use. Probably won't return it here. Probably return it to the storage building. I believe my assumption is that what they have stored here is just because this is where they retrieved it and have had a more convenient drop off for their materials. These guys, if I didn't mention it enough before, are absolute wizards when it comes to this game. Oh, would you look at that? The mustache is gone. Who doesn't have a mustache anymore? What is this one? Is this also... No, this is Blackstone, I think. It's a bit darker and a bit more rough looking than Deep Slate is. Deep Slate's got a nice smooth appearance. I went all the way the wrong way around that portal just to leave the room. Alright, so we're going to take these back. We're going to start building our foundations as necessary. You know, I'm tempted to not even fully fill out foundations like I might normally do, and I might just do support pillars similar to the bridges because I think that'll look good and it'd be kind of a cool way of handling it. That'll also save some resources, right? Because we won't need as many blocks for it. All right. Everything we need. We've got daylight. We are golden. Got plenty of daylight too, because the sun is on the rising side. It's wild. The only reason I know my directions in here is because I know from my bedroom window on my house, I can see the sunrise. Sunset, sorry. Because I would watch for the sunset while waiting for the opportunity to actually sleep. Now, the one problem I have with replicating this is that... No, I don't have any problem, actually. It actually works out. For some reason, I was thinking my path was only too wide, so I was thinking if I did the stairs on the side of the pillars, like we've got over there, then it wouldn't look good. But it's not an issue because that's not the case. The stairs and the edges are as such that I'll be able to do it pretty much exactly like the bridges, just on a narrower scale. Instead of the supports being 4 wide or 5 wide, I think it'll be 2 or 3 depending on which section of the stairs I'm on. Though I don't think I'll have any 3 wide like supports actually. The 3 wide section of the ascent is all pretty much on solid ground. The only parts that aren't are, I think I'll just fill in. You know what, I don't know, this, I kind of don't like this exposed dirt on the side because it looks artificially done. Whoa, that was more dirt than I wanted to take. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out some of the dirt. Like, it looks artificially done here, but it wasn't. This is just kind of how it naturally occurred. So to avoid it looking artificial, we're going to literally make it artificial by filling it in with our bricks. Yeah, so this whole section is going to just be filled in, and then I'll probably do like a pillar there. And then maybe do a bit of a pillar on this side if there's room for it. There kind of isn't, though. So this... shoot. Maybe I just fill in the whole thing and just leave like a little walkway down here to pass through it so you don't have to go around the whole thing. Shoot. I was thinking about this as if I had more open space beneath it, but I don't. So it wouldn't really make sense to do it like a partially built-in thing. Again, this looks intentionally like... And I've talked about this a bunch of times before, but I am the sort where I need to fill in all the spaces. I am not going to make a thing and then only partially fill it in, right? I just can't. If there is a hollow space beneath this, I would know about it, and I would hate it. I also don't want stuff like that. I'm weirdly particular about aspects of how I do things in this game. Let's see. How are we over here? All right. And so, yeah, there's no getting around it, really. Just gonna have to all be filled in. Which means it's a good thing I brought a lot of material. Bro, I despise you and all who operate like you under such assumptions that you can just do that, bro. How dare you? Um, yeah, maybe we're just gonna kind of... Now this, I see this as different from me leaving gaps in something that I made. That was a gap the world left, alright? If the world's gonna leave a gap, the world's gonna leave a gap. And, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But, let's see. I do have some more bricks, so I can continue this as I was doing. I could take a bunch of these bricks and I could replace them with dirt. I could. I really could. I'm not gonna. I should. I could. But I won't. Yeah, so I was thinking I would do, like, maybe fill it in up to here, uh, and then have kind of the rounded off section, and then do like a pillar in the middle, and then do another pillar on that side with the rounded off, but just there's too much ground in the way, and it wouldn't turn out how I was imagining when I was thinking about it in a way that would replicate these bridges. So, you know what I can do? I can do something that would slightly replicate them, but also spare some materials. Let me go ahead and make some more bricks real quick. I'm gonna make like 2 stacks of bricks. Because I've got an idea. And I know how I want to change this. I'm gonna be reclaiming some of the bricks I've already laid. Because what I'm gonna do is have the bricks that are filling it only as wide as the walkway. You watch anime? I do. I don't watch a ton, but on occasion I do. I kept up with Overlord, and that was running the most recent season. But there's not a ton beyond that that I've really kept up with, even though I've had some good recommendations from friends and stuff. Wow, I really, even with knowledge that I was going to come out here and take these down, I think I still underestimated the amount of bricks I would need. But reclaiming these should help with this situation. Oh shit, maybe around the landings I will keep it. Nah, we're gonna take these out too. Nah, I'm gonna keep it full width around the landing itself. Should watch Reincarnated Slime. You know, I've had someone telling me I need to watch that one. It's definitely one that's on my radar. I wonder if there is a stair or something I could do. Kind of go on the underside of this. I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna replace that with a brick. Don't want to give spoilers, but it's the best. Yeah, I've heard it's I've heard it's a pretty good take on kind of like the isekai type situation, so it's definitely something I'm planning on watching. Oh, there is a polished stair. Man, I'm really running out all these materials. It's a fun story. Okay, so I'm gonna hope this is enough bricks to finish out what I need here. Because I shouldn't need much more for bricks, because I've got most of it already filled in. No, 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 no! I don't want to fill in more dirt, you jerk! Oh, you actually broke one of my bricks. Now I have to try to make this look right. How dare you? Can't believe you would do this. Who does this? I think that's about right. Here's the problem I have is I don't like how it looks having the dirt underneath the bricks. And I need to fill that. Planning to add mods? You know, that's not something that I'm really aware of. I'm not like the one that's been in charge of how the server's been run or anything, but I think it's kind of you know, maybe when we get to a point where we've kind of exhausted what we want to do with vanilla Minecraft, we might, but that's just pure speculation on my part. I have no idea what the others have in mind for that sort of thing. That was more than I meant to take. There we go. Now, just because I don't like how... I don't like how it looks with the brick running into the dirt like that. We're gonna fill all that in with bricks. I didn't want to have to add more, but we're gonna. Add a mod. You guys should add Spider 2.0. Just animations for Spider, but it's a good mod. Be something to look into, that's for sure. Let's go ahead. Man, time flies when you're building stairs. Who would have ever thought? No. Come around this side, put in my polished stairs to kind of smooth out that jittery look. And then move up here, see if there's any I'm going to need over here. I think these stairs I'm going to leave fully. Let's see how it looks. I'll take all this. Oh, I dropped myself in. All right. So that's... Yeah, we'll go with that just to save some material. And then that'll be how it is on this side. We fill in the necessary gaps with bricks. I accidentally put bricks where they're not supposed to go. Like an absolute fool. We'll go back here and put them where they are supposed to go. You are loud as heck, bud. You're just absolutely screaming over there. I am positive that meowing can be heard. Because if it couldn't, then that's... would be truly astonishing. Alright, I can't revert anything that I've made into anything that would be useful, I'm pretty sure. So, guys got beautiful builds. Let me tell you, a lot of what was built around here was built by Galaxy Jamwich, another one of our Project HiVECORE buddies. The Multiverse's favorite sandwich. Makes incredible, like, cozy builds. It's good stuff there. In that little town, like that city looking area you saw me in, that was Nova Swarm. That's kind of their HQ on the server, and one of their members, Rigel, as well as Galaxy Jamwich, and possibly others at this point that I'm aware of, were responsible for this work in progress tavern build we've got going on. These bridges, I built this one, but it was completely taken from the style of the bridge that I crossed earlier. It was built by Rigel of Nova Swarm as well. Yeah, we've got a lot of really talented Minecraft architects on this server. And it is all that I can do to try to pretend I know how to keep up with them. Most of what I build is using schematics and such that I find online and then tweaking them to suit what I'm looking to do, which is what that is up there. The Spire of Askuraan, which was a build I found and tweaked slightly. The house, I think I just changed some materials to suit what was more readily available. And my little situation over at the over at Atlan Grove, where I started this stream, where you might be able to see more of it on some of my past streams if you check out the VODs on YouTube or something. Yeah, we got a lot of really talented people with real good eye for visuals. Um, I think we're gonna round out another half hour here, go to the half hour mark. I am going to go back over to the Nova Swarm HQ for a minute and see if I can take some more of their deep slate. I don't remember if they had more polished deep slate or not, but that's what I need. I know there wasn't any more cobbled because I took it all. And I truly didn't think I would use it all. I didn't think I had that much left. But we'll see. I think these tunnels were also built by Nova Swarm. I'm not sure who specifically, but I would guess Ellie of Nova Swarm, since you seem to be involved in this stuff a lot, but I could be absolutely off base on that. I just heard her talking about a lot of this stuff, so I made the assumption. We've got a bunch of builds as well that are further off away from these two areas. Nova Swarm, they kind of set up shop here away from spawn, whereas me and Jammy, we built our houses like within eye shot of the spawn location when we started. If you haven't checked out any of the others in the HiVECORE Minecraft server, you absolutely should. If they've got VODs, you know, you should check out kind of where the Minecraft journey went for a lot of us. I really hope they have some more of the polished... Shoot, was it the polished deep slate that I need? They have 3 polished deep slate. I didn't need the stairs, obviously. I didn't need the bricks. Yeah, it was the polished because I need that for my pillars. And they had another block, another stack of cobbled deep slate in there, so I'm going to take that and see if that'll be enough. I don't know if it will be, but I'm going to hope, because I don't think I need very much polished deep slate. And this time I am reasonably confident in that assumption. Yeah, all of this, though, this is Nova Swarm. Very, very talented, very skilled, very incredible trio of mech pilot VTubers who everyone should check out. They are top tier for sure. I went the wrong way around again. Walking around the portal to get out of it. Yeah, I think with this stack of materials I have now, I should be ready to finish off this this pathway that took so far a full 2 hours between planning it out and actually building it. I thought it would be like an hour-long project, but this is the way things go sometimes. I almost feel like we should get... Wow, I'm walking out the wrong side of all the portals today. I feel like we should get a rail system set up in the nether there. Just, even though it's so much shorter, it would make those trips even quicker. Man, speaking of builds, we've got kind of a cool one right here. you go down in there, there's a labyrinth, which I'm not going to go into because if I do, I'll get lost. Um, but up this hill here, we also have our fighting pit that was built, I think primarily by Nefeltannen, good buddy of the guild, Nefeltannen, uh, made our fight pit. And I think the first official fight was between me and Rigel Novaswarm, and he won. He beat the crap out of me. Yeah. This walkway, the Askeraan's Rise, as I'm calling it, has been something I've been meaning to do for a good while now. Because I had laid my claim to the top of that hill pretty early on and did nothing with it for a good long while. You know, when I eventually did, I still didn't have a walkway up to it to make the journey nice and smooth. We're just gonna go ahead and sleep through this night real quick. Never mind, we tried. We gotta do some murders. Where are you at, little gremlin? Die, evil monster child. All right. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there, I'm going to place what I've got, and then count it out. I might, with just 3, I might have enough for the far side of the walkway here, honestly. Because, boop, 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 exactly like that. That's what we need. Now we're going to need it on this side, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, keep that in mind. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 to 15. We're going to make that 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we're going to need 23 of these cobble deep slate turned into polished deep slate. And then with what time we have left, we're going to see about... I was so ready to be done with this. Just because I thought I was done already. With what time we do have left, we're going to see about figuring out what we want to do with the lights. Because we might... One thing I've been thinking is I might just do some like 2 tall posts with these and throw a lantern on top. So I think that might look good. I think that might look acceptable. And it would save us the issue of having the overhanging lanterns being too close. There we go. And what that does, that'll give us some texture to kind of break up the visual. That's part of why I wanted to have it sunk in. That's why I wanted to originally have support pillars instead of just a full foundation. Shoot, I didn't account for that. What you need, bud? You're screaming again. Of course he... Oh, there he is. Yeah, is that so? Crazy. Crazy how that happens, huh? Alright, so I need to... I messed up, so I need to grab one more block. Let's fix this. Where did I put that block? There we go. Yeah. Just gotta run in, cut this into a polished block, and then And here's the whole thing about it all, though. 60 walls is probably not enough to do lighting with the frequency that I would want. I just saw another one that I need to fix up a little bit. So I'm actually going to need another block. Let's see. Be nice if I could have seen these in advance and realized I needed more than I thought. But nothing ever works out that simply. I'd be tempted in the future, maybe when resources are a little bit more abundant. You know, maybe if I go and actually get myself some deep slate one of these times, then I might replace the bricks that make up the main walkway with tiles, because I think the deep slate tiles look pretty neat. Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Let me go grab some lanterns just to kind of double check what I want to do. Oh, and there's another thing. Oh, it just keeps on going, huh? Okay, I don't have any lamps, so I'm gonna need to do this. Take these. Yeah, turn these into nuggets. Turn these into lamps. I thought I'd made all the nuggets, but I did not. Now, I'm gonna make all these into lamps. And, heck, we're just gonna go all the way with this, because we don't need anything else. We just need this walkway to play nice. Bro, why are you screaming? So the idea is we break up the walkway a little bit every 1, 2, 3, 4, every fifth block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we're lucky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could never be so lucky, huh? But here's the thing. We're already good with this. Because this gives us this gives us this option, which I think this is a perfectly acceptable option that actually works out well. I think looks good. Yes. Yes, because that's what it's like everywhere else. So that means we can drop these in. Do the same on the other side. Drop those in there. I definitely didn't need to make this many polished blocks. I wasn't sure how many I was going to need because I basically forgot how far along the wall was. But maybe if I'm lucky, I can turn maybe I just do lamps that are 1. And then the lanterns would still be at that same elevation. Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of this exactly. This is what we are considering. And this is what we're going to go with because I've considered my options and I like how this is looking so far. I would much prefer hanging lamps, but given the circumstances, I'm fine with compromising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Let's see. These ones will do too tall because they are on bare ground. That'll keep them level with all the others. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives us 1, 2, 3 in the middle, which we are fine with because it's in the middle and we don't care too much in that regard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna be fine with that one because it's a circumstance where we can't be helped. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I think we can do one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, for the rest, we're going to start at the top. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And we've got enough of these where I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put some here as well, and we should still have enough to fill out the other sides. The other side. And then we got about 10 minutes left on our planned stream here, so we're just going to put in these posts. And then we'll go and grab those, grab as many lamps as we can make. And we'll be ready to call this build 100% complete. Let's see, how many we need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26. 26 lamps. We definitely have enough torches. And if we don't have enough iron, we can get more at Nova Storm's HQ. They've got an iron generator. So 26 lamps. So we're going to go to our blocks. Going to offload this. We'll offload these actually in the storage building. All right. And we're going to do this. We're just going to go absolutely wild on that. Make 26 of those, then lock up all my iron again for storage purposes. We'll go ahead and put up our lamps. I think seeing these blue lamps along the way from down below will look really good. And honestly, let's see here. Where's my loading? There it is. So, yeah, because they are the soul lamps, they don't really do enough to properly illuminate the path. Like actual lamps or torches would do. But they maintain our color theme for all of the Askuraan stuff. And I just like blue, so I'm down for that as well. Askuraan is a cool kind of lich queen type lady, individual person who probably uses a lot of blue fire and other blue stuff. I forgot that I needed more bricks up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 bricks that I forgot to get. So we got 5 minutes. We're going to try to see if we can make this magic happen. I think we might have some bricks left in storage. If not, then it is time to panic. No, I don't have anything left in storage because I actually pulled all of it to go put away. We're just going to offload all this junk we just got. And let's see if there's any kind of sorcery we can make happen here. Need bricks. Aha, I can turn those into bricks. I was not aware of that. So, just for now, just to save us some time, we'll put that stuff there. We can, I leave those chests open for anyone who wants to take stuff from them anyway, so it works well enough. Yeah, seeing those blue lights all along the path that are roughly evenly placed looks good. And once you're up here, you see the spire itself, the Spire of Askuraan, sort of a shrine to said Lich Queen. And one day we will finish it off by having a blue beacon floating above it. And it's going to look super good and be super cool, but that's going to be it for this stream. I've got some food to eat, and I finished my build in 2.5 hours. So, I'm going to go into my house where it's safe, and we'll end the stream out there. In the meantime, for those of you who have been watching, everyone in the chat, anyone who has been lurking behind the scenes, anyone who's checking out the VOD on YouTube after the fact, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you each and every one, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.